Hello, everyone. Welcome to the ESL Mobile Open. We're here with our first play-in of the fall season, and I could not be more excited. I'm your host, Paul and Varum Todkill, and today it's all about Brawl Stars. We're going to be seeing some of the best teams in North America go toe-to-toe to determine who will be advancing on to that ESL Mobile Challenge. But of course, I can't do this alone. The one and only Glitter Explosion is back for the whole day today, and I'm very excited about that.
You're excited. I mean, I'm excited. I didn't get to do this last time, so not only do we get to kick it all off, but now you're stuck with me for the rest of the day. So are you excited?
I mean, yes, it's a good problem to have. It's not even a problem. Like you're making it. Yeah, look, it's absolutely fantastic. And look, it's fantastic if you're joining us, even if it's for the first time. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the ESL Mobile Open, which is basically a fantastic program for you to get involved in the world of mobile esports. It's a competition that's open to anyone in our supported regions, and anyone can compete for a chance to climb all the way up and ascend to that ESL Mobile Challenge level. There's a lot going on this year. Let's take a look at how it all works. Welcome to ESL Mobile, the home of mobile esports. ESL Mobile is a global program designed to give you an opportunity to compete in your favorite mobile games, featuring multiple game titles, taking place in 3 regions, and offering 2 levels of competition. There's something here for everyone. ESL Mobile Open is the gateway to competitive play, free to join and open to any resident of our supported regions. This is the best way for you to enjoy the thrill of victory and take your shot at winning cash prizes. Each season of Mobile Open will consist of 2 ladders, and the top competitors from each will qualify for the Mobile Open play-ins. ESL Mobile Challenge is your path to glory. If you are a top competitor in the Mobile Open play-ins, you will earn a spot in the Mobile Challenge season. The top team from each ladder will skip the play-ins and qualify directly for the Mobile Challenge season. This is where you'll have the chance to compete against the best players in your region. At the end of each season, top Mobile Challenge players will compete in the Mobile Challenge Finals to determine a winner and be crowned their region's champion. ESL Mobile is for everyone. This is your opportunity to join a diverse and growing community of players across the world and see just how far you can go.
All right. Well, now that you guys know how the program works, before we jump into all of our amazing play-in action, we have to recap everything that went down this week for you guys. We have to fill you in on how our teams got to where they are here today in Verum, because this last week was a doozy.
It was, and as we take a look at the final leaderboard, just see exactly what I mean. Up there at the top, O.O. Now, for those who are looking at this in a vacuum and go, well, that's great. I mean, yeah, they performed really well. They're at the top. No, it's more than that. Because they secured that #1 seed, O.O. have qualified for the ESL Mobile Challenge. They're in. They don't have to worry about the plan. They don't have to worry about the tournament. They get to sit back, relax, and watch these other top teams go toe-to-toe, because Glitter, these are a lot of top teams up there, and this is going to be an absolute banger of a tournament.
100%. You guys see so many names that we've been following along the entire season so far. Tribe Gaming right behind O.O, second place in their Stamina Esports, Aqua, Watermelon. I mean, we've literally talked about all these teams, but as we take a look back at some of the highlights from this last week, we need to walk through why the matches this week in Verum were just so important. The first highlight that we're going to be seeing here is between Watermelon and Revenge Tour, and if you remember from that leaderboard, Watermelon's currently in 5th place, Revenge Tour is in 7th, and obviously had to be top 8 to qualify through, but even that seeding matters.
Oh, 100%. I mean, just keep in mind, this is a double elimination tournament today, so the best seeding that you can get coming into this is just going to increase your chances of making it on here in this tournament today. But of course, this is the first play-in. We've got two 4-week ladders to determine our top 8 teams. So even if a team should, stumble today, they still have a chance to come back next time around. It's not done for them yet. But of course, for every single one of these teams, they don't want to leave it to chance. They don't want to leave it to the second play-in. They want to get it done here today. And Watermelon and Revenge Tour are in a great spot to do that. Watermelon has been one of these super consistent teams. I'm really excited to see what they can do here today, especially going up against the likes of Stamina Esports and Tribe Gaming, who have been at each other's throats here in the North American scene for a very long time, Glitter.
We have watched them battle back and forth, not only in this season, but obviously in previous seasons. And right now, Stamina Esports, 3rd place, Tribe Gaming, 2nd place. This was a back and forth match. And like we keep saying, those standings, they matter, okay? The seeding, will it make or break how these brackets go for our players here today? I don't know. All I know is that Stamina Esports coming out on top with a very, very strong showing there in that matchup. That was huge for them. Even just momentum-wise coming into the play-ins.
And even more than that, because Stamina Esports was able to win versus Tribe Gaming there, which knocked down Tribe Gaming's score, and then Tribe Gaming lost to O.O here. And that combination of outcome is what resulted in Tribe Gaming not getting that first seed, not getting that auto qualification, and is what allowed O.O to advance. So you talk about momentum, all these things that's absolutely huge. Who knows how much of an impact that loss up against Stamina Esports had on Tribe Gaming. Again, they're still coming in as, the number 2 seed overall, the number 1 seed in this tournament, which means they're going to have one of the easiest routes, but still going up against some incredibly tough competition. I cannot say enough. Huge congrats to O.O, who played under the Coordinated Thugs moniker in our last Mobile Challenge season, so they're super familiar with this level of competition, and they showed it here. Not only did they perform at an exceptionally high level here, taking down the likes of Tribe Gaming, but they were also able to perform consistently week over week to make it to that number 1 spot. Glitter, it doesn't get much better than that. What a story.
I mean, down to the wire, and like you had mentioned when we were first taking a look at the leaderboard, that was wildly important because O.O securing that 1st place position, that auto qualification, that's what Tribe was fighting for, okay? So now we're going to have to see if they can bounce back here in our plans.
I mean, that is the big question. I mean, can they do it here? Can they keep their composure in this smaller tournament setting? It might be a little bit better for them. We're going to find out soon, though, because we still have to take a look back at some of the best plays from this last week, really set the stage for how exactly we got here. Ash broke down some of these top plays from the last week, so let's take a look.
What's up, guys? I'm Ash, and welcome back to another thrilling week of the ESL Mobile Open, where we're going to be covering the top teams in North America. We've had hundreds of matches this week, so I'm going to give you guys my rankings of the top 5 plays this week, starting right now. Number 5, we have an epic matchup between 2 of our top teams in North America. Tribe Gaming versus Stamina Esports. Zulan's going to get doubled at the middle. Tyrant goes for a great pull to get Zar, but unfortunately the Electro Bounce hit his teammate Zulan, took him out, and now Toonie with the slowdown gadget is going to give Bobby an easy pull. Bobby's going to grab the 10 gem, but then Tyrant all of a sudden gets his pull, pulls in Bobby, takes him out, and then you have a bunch of gems in the middle. Tyrant doesn't get greedy. He only picks 3 up with just 18 hit points, stays alive, and now Tribe Gaming in control with 12 gems. Stamina must get either 2nd or Tyrant here in order to restart the countdown, and there's only 5 seconds left. Tyrant doing his best to stay alive, and Tribe is gonna take it. An insane back and forth gem grab match. At number 4, we have a very thrilling bounty matchup between Revenge Tour and Aqua. Revenge Tour has a big lead here, 6-star lead, but then Minwon comes in with his Gene and gets an amazing pull on Rez to cut their lead to only 4 stars. And then Real Canadian with a big kill on Jigsaw, cutting their lead to now just 1 star. And now you can see Real Canadian dropping his mines behind Raz, preventing him from retreating, and then drops his tick head to take out Raz, take 2 stars, and take the lead. 1 star lead for Aqua here, as now Revenge Tour trying to get their revenge here, but unable to do so, as Aqua just not gonna let up here, winning the game 14 to 9 stars. Number 3, we have a very crazy gem grab matchup between Tribe Gaming and Monkeys. Tyrant's gonna go down, giving Monkeys a 3v2 right now in control. Ed Blue's gonna miss his pull, but fortunately for him, he's gonna have the 10th gem spawning, picking it up starting the countdown 10 to 8 though, and Tribe Gaming, they need to be aggressive here. Got to get enough gems. Tyrant's gonna go down. Second's gonna to get a really clutch kill on Edlu, preventing them from winning, resetting the countdown. Barhaz gonna get back in there, pick up all the gems. Monkeys still in control of over this game, 11 to 9 gems. It's not over yet. Tribe can still manage to tie this up if they can get another gem. Second's gonna be very aggressive. Same with Edlu. He's gonna go down, and then Tyrant comes in with a big double pull and a team wipe by Tribe. 23 gems to 0. They're gonna end it right there by getting an amazing pull on Edlu as well. What a thrilling back and forth, crazy comeback plays. 2 times Tribe made a comeback in this game. Wow. At number 2, we have an amazing heist matchup between Revenge Tour and Tribe Gaming. This is a super close game so far. Alex got his Primo super. He's going to jump in on Tyrant, taking him out. Gets his super back and then becomes aggressive. 28 hit points, dodging some shots. And then drops his Meteor Gadget to deal additional damage. This could be it. Jigsaw's hammering away at that safe. And then Raz, almost at full health, trying to get there as well with his bull. Heals back up but gets completely destroyed against Second and his Rico. But this is the problem against triple tanks. They just keep on coming, and Tribe only has about 9% left on their safe. Jigsaw trying to be aggressive. Raz has his super again, guys, and he's almost at full health. He's at full health. He's got his super. He's gonna go win it, but gets completely eradicated. And then Tyrant finishing it off with his Barley. Those are some insane defensive plays by Tribe to win this game. Wow. And now for our number 1 play of the week, we have Aqua versus Dun. Aqua with a level 10 bot push is going to be able to deal a lot of damage here. Real Canadian staying alive and dealing additional damage as he's going to go down. Aqua is going to deal 70% damage on this push, but now they're in trouble. Why? Because Dun has already accumulated 11 bolts, so they're definitely going to get the final push here. Great pull by Min Wung, but only 14 seconds left as Dun accumulates even more bolts. They got 13 bolts, so they're gonna be able to get a level 13 push coming up. And now Min Wung's gonna go down, Slash is gonna go down. This is looking really good for Dun as all 3 of their players are alive, and they got a level 13 bot pushing up. Real Canadian trying his best, using his gadget to slow it down, and then Slash using his sleep gadget to keep the bot back. Min Wung does have his pull. He's gonna go for the pull on the bot, and then Real Canadian going aggressive. They're gonna go after the Dynamite, who has the highest DPS, and now there's only 5 seconds left. 31% to 30%. Everyone is using their body to shield against the bot, and just on time managed to take out the bot. 31% to 30. A 1% victory by Aqua. Just unbelievable as our number 1 play of the week for sure. Well, that was a lot of fun. Those were some intense matches. Let me know which play was your favorite out of the top 5 here. As always, thank you so much for watching. Tune in until next week. Now let's head back to the desk.
Okay, we said this week was insane, and Ash just did a phenomenal job of showing us just how crazy it got across those games. I think what stood out to me the most, though, is the fact that we talked about Tribe and stumbling a little bit, and then Ash just showed us a million plays where they had these insane comebacks from a bunch of stumbles, and that's going to be massive for the play-ins.
Oh, it's huge. I mean, they can show that they can still continue to put up these incredibly high-level plays as well. The losses start to mean a little bit less because you know that they can still perform at the potential that we know. And my face, good thing the camera wasn't on there at the last play with 1%. I was just like, off of the corner, it was so close. Oh my goodness. I hope that we get more plays of equal caliber here in our play-ins. And I'm getting word that we kind of need to get that going. So Glitter, we're going to say goodbye to you for now. For now, okay, we'll check in with you in a bit. Get you back on the show, which means that we're gonna say goodbye for now, and we got to bring in our co-casters, starting with the one and only Echo Gaming, who's back at it again. How you feeling, sir?
I'm feeling great. I'm really excited for this new season of Brawl Stars. I've missed it in the month that we've been gone, but I'm ready to go today. I know we have some great matches up ahead.
Oh, I know we do, which means we need even more help to break down these plays. Ash, how are you feeling, knowing that we have some amazing matches in store?
Hey guys, super excited to be back here. It's gonna be an exciting day. New balance changes, new update, a bunch of new faces, lots of new teams, players.